Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second session. Let me know if you look at my screen. So I am at my GitHub account page. So do you see my GitHub account? And then I will be sure that you see my screen. Great. So I saw already a comment. So everybody is looking at my GitHub. So the second session is going to be all about Git and GitHub. So when we talk about GitHub, it's like a platform, a website which you can store your codes. As you can see, I have 196 repositories. Some of might be private and some might be public. Since I am the owner of this GitHub account, I can access all of them. Maybe you don't see 196, but you may see a few of them because some of the private might not be seen for public. And different Git repositories, as you can see, this the famous 30 days of JavaScript, and it has 5.1 stars, and you can even give me a star or this. That means if you give it a star, that means you will see it. It will be your favorite and you will see it on your GitHub account easily. It will be in your favorite list. So if you follow me also, just there might be some button somewhere. If you click follow, that means you can see what I do. Whenever I commit something, you see, or when I publish something, you will be able to see what my activities so easily. Yeah. So, and this, as you can see, the different commits. For instance, did I commit today? What's the date today? I think that's today is 18, right? January 18. Let's see. January 18. Did I commit today? Yeah, I commit yesterday night, but anyway, yesterday night might be considered as almost today. Yes. Okay. So this is the GitHub. So I need everybody to create a GitHub account, and then you create a repository. Creating a repository is so easy, like this. And then you just create whatever test, and then you can make it public or private, whatever you want. Just make it public, guys. So it doesn't matter. I will come back to this later, or I can create this right now, but I will do this later. Okay. So now we've been doing this. We have been learning command line, how to use this, the command line, the git bash, and I want to destroy everything I have. So now remove cd. You don't have to destroy. So cd, where am I now? I go to the desktop and remove and ref git listen. So I told you that this is very powerful. So it removes everything git listen, the git listen folder and everything it has. So I destroyed it. As you can see now, I don't have any git lesson. Okay, great. So I taught you how to use this one, but I may not work that much because the VS Code is so smart. So I don't have to, maybe. It's just sometimes I may use it when it's needed, but I think VS Code is pretty enough. So and this is something we have been creating. So now let's create any folder we want. I can call it maybe Git lesson. Git lesson, and yeah, it's create a folder, Git lesson. Okay, and open the VS Code. Click on this, add. If you have other files, there might be this X to close by clicking the X and then add. And then you go to the desktop and then Git lesson here. I opened it. Yeah, if you have seen here, when you just drag this, let me just, have you seen here, surface drag, it open for you actually. Nice. The terminal. Have you seen? You can open the terminal like this, or you can open the terminal, right click, open integrated terminal, any way you want. The same. Again, I can close. Yeah, you can destroy it with this. Oh, and you can open it with this, or you can just open it with this.
Can I ask you, how can you change the output like that colorful, that's easier to follow in the terminal
I think this is a specific.
interface?
Yeah, for there is a way to make the Mac terminal colorful, but we're not going to install some tool to make it colorful. But for Windows, the Git Bash is colorful like this by default.
It doesn't open the Git bash for me. It's like the Windows command.
I will come. I will come to you later.
Yeah.
Kirsi, Kirsi, for this, am I talking to Kirsi, right?
Yes.
So this colorful thing is just by default. I didn't add anything.
Yeah, I have Mac, so
Yes, for Mac also, it's possible to make it colorful, but you have to add additional comment. After the lesson, I will send
yeah.
you some commands to add on your Mac, and
Okay, thanks.
it will start becoming colorful.
Yeah, because it's easier to follow and read when
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
But I think let's just maybe, I think we can fix that maybe now. Let's see. Let me search. This is how to make a Mac OS terminal colorful. Have you seen? So I think I can go for the first. Stack Overflow is the best place to get lots of code. Okay, Stack Overflow should be your best home. As you can see, someone asked here, what was the question? Operating system X terminal colors, something, whatever. I am new to operating system this, having just gotten a Mac after working with Ubuntu Linux for some time. Among the many things I am trying to figure out is the absence of colors in my terminal window. So it's so dull and boring, the default Mac terminal. So I think, do you know how to open the Bash terminal? This, and then after you open the bash, and if you add this line on the bash, it will help you to yeah, there are lots of this configs. Then after you add, it will be something like this. Have you seen the effect?
Excuse me?
Have you seen the result after applying? So it will looks like this somehow.
Okay.
I think I have to share this link with you, and you may make use of that, maybe because it may take us a long time to deal on that. And okay, so, but it's possible to change the Mac terminal somehow colorful. So everybody, let's make a file. I call this file index.h. Oh yeah, someone asked me a question. What was the question?
Yes, I don't have the Git bash terminal down. I got the Windows command.
So you don't have Git bash?
I got Git bash, but when I open VS Code, at down, like you use it Git bash, but me is the Windows command.
Okay, got you.
Can you switch it?
Yes, got you. Yeah. So let's try that one. Have you seen this? Some kind of
Yes.
configure. Can you see configure terminals?
Yes.
And can you click that?
Yes. are already there. Integrated system.
And I think you can have an option to choose. Have you seen this? I think in my case, let me try here. Something stuck. No. Git bash. Okay. And let me close that one. We have two. Have you? Yeah. Okay. Great. So this is good. Have you seen this? Create
Yes.
yeah. So if you click that, this not that one. Sorry. This the second one. Select default shell.
Select default shelter. Oh man. Hopla.
Have you seen it?
Wait, because I get like I open more than then I click, so everything is not possible.
You can.
And then select Git bash.
Okay. Select default shell.
Yes. Select default shell, and then you can see command prompt, window PowerShell.
Yes, and Git bash.
And Git bash.
Yes.
I had the same problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Then fix it now.
So what are you doing? I don't understand. What is the problem?
The problem is he was working with the command prompt instead of Git bash. And this is a window problem. It's not a Mac problem.
Ah, okay.
So guys, you should be, you should understand what problem is it. Is it a Mac problem or the, so yeah, so this is a window problem, and you can fix by selecting this one. Now you are using bash. Great.
And doesn't work for me. Maybe you can have a look at my screen.
Now, why it doesn't work? You
I
go
don't
there.
know. Because it doesn't say bash, it says PowerShell.
So
same?
it says command prompt, window PowerShell.
No, but it does not say first bash. It says PowerShell at that drop down menu where you have bash. It says PowerShell. Is that the problem maybe?
So there is no a Git bash you don't have?
Yeah, I do. But the step before in the lower window, when we go down again, there, this says PowerShell.
Yeah, listen to me, Carola.
Yeah.
Because it's the reason why we select this one is to bring it here.
Okay.
So
select default shell,
yeah,
and then
yeah, do you have this?
yes,
And click the here.
I did.
Yeah, then it should come here.
You have to create a new one and to delete the first one.
Yeah.
You have to create like a new page, and you create like a GitHub page, and after you have to delete the first.
How do I make it?
Do you have this? Have you seen this?
Yes.
Yeah, delete it.
Delete. Okay.
And then let's
open again. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Have you seen how I do?
Now it's yes. Now it's bash and it's on Git. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Okay, great. So now, as you can see, we can. Wait, I can't open it, but we can. Oh, it's a bit stuck. Let's. I have to give it some time, maybe. No, keep, please. Too much work on my computer. Because I don't like to close it. Okay, it doesn't matter. I have to open it again, so it doesn't take that much long. VS Code. Actually, it's open already there, and then I have already, since that's open, so I can open the terminal by just like this. So we have this index.html, and when we write HTML. So we need this doc type, something like this, and HTML, and head, something like this, and title. The title goes here, my title, something like this, right? And the body goes here, and this is the content of the website. But today I will show you the lazy way of doing this, creating this, yeah? Because now you know how to. You have this, the declaration, the parent element, and then you need the head, and you need what? You need the what is this called? The body. Okay, great. But since if you know, I want you to write a bit faster, HTML, and then go select the second one. It generates for you. I will show you again, HTML, and then go to the second one and enter.
Did you say add like in an email address?
What?
What
Add
did you
and
type in?
enter.
Enter and then HTML.
No, first HTML, just you write HTML.
Okay.
And then this one, you select this, even just select.
Okay.
Yeah, so for now, since it's this one actually a meta tag, so it allows to read different languages, UTF-8, and different Unicode. So this is the meta tag, and this is for responsiveness for device. As you can see, the width equal to device width, and initial scale is equal to 1. That means 100%. If it's a mobile, it fits to the mobile. If it's a screen, a bigger screen, it fits to the screen. It's one way of making a responsiveness, but this line only can't make it responsive. So I just explained to you already. So this goes to my title, yeah? Then again, the meta tags, we will add another meta tag we may add here actually is going to be the, what is this? The search engine optimization. But today our lesson is more into the Git, and we will talk about the other in another day. Okay, H1, let's try it here. Let's have some text here. This is what I have. So I have that. I hope you should have that. So let us see here. So I will show you different commands, and the command we are going to talk about, git init, no, git status, git log, git add, and file name, git add dot this, and git commit followed by a message and the name of the message, message here. And then we talk about git add remote origin, git add remote origin, and the remote repo URL, and then git push origin master. These are the commands which we are going to talk about today. And then after that, even we go git branch and the name of branch name, and also we see what git branch give us, and then maybe git merge and maybe git pull. All this we may see. I can just share this with you on the what I was trying to cut them. and share with you. Yeah. So now let's start by writing here what git status. Oh, what does that mean, git status, guys?
We didn't get that you copy pasted. Did you copy paste that to that chat?
Yes, I did.
I didn't have anything.
Oh, I didn't?
Me neither.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if some of you have by default, if this came by default, if this the other, someone asked me when I selected git bash, cmd come by default. If this the cmd by default, no, you can just go select and then git bash and fix it. And if that doesn't work, you can work separately. You can you can go cd desktop and cd and git lesson. Yeah, you can work here separately, but it's hard. You should I mean you should switch from this to the VS Code now and then, and that's tiring. So this is just the terminal connected on the VS Code. Great. Have you seen this git status? What does that mean, git status? Actually, this git control different versions. So once if you git init your project, that means you will be able to track the change. You can copy a snapshot of your project at some point in time. What does that really mean? Because this is a bit complicated concept. So let's see what we have. I think everything is in the other folder. It seems here, right? We should have, we don't need this for the time being. And let's go to the definition of this git. Not git lesson, and this one. It says git is a version control tool, so it allows us to control a different version. What does that control means? Yeah, to store different backup, different version as a backup. That is in other way or the other. I mean, you may need to use a Git or GitHub. If you are a developer, in one way or the other, you will use it. You need to use Git and GitHub either to store your projects on the cloud or collaborate with your team. Some of you are in Japan, right? And some of you might be in Germany or maybe in Denmark, wherever you could be. We can work on the same project, yeah, by just collaborating on GitHub. We will come to that later, how. So that's not yet. So if I try to explain that, it's maybe you can consider it as Google Doc, but it's a bit different. A version control is a means of recording changes to a file or set of files over time, so you can recall specific versions later. Yeah, so you will have a chance to to restore the different versions. So when I write git status, it says fatal, no a git repository or any of the parent directories. This is not a git repository yet. So I should use git init. That means I am initializing this project. After this, I can take a snapshot of this project. That means I can have a backup of this. I can read like the way I did the cover letter. If you remember, I was resaving the cover letter, the application with different names. So git init, now initialized empty git repository. It is initialized. So now let's begin git status. Git status is just to check. Git is so smart and it tells you what to do next. Git starts on branch master. And some of you asked me, how can I remove the master? I see this master all the time. Of course, you should see it because now you are at the master. Master means the original, the main. And at some point, we will have different branch. If I create a branch and if I switch to that branch, you will that branch instead of master, and we will come to that later. No commits yet. That means we didn't commit. Commit means actually saving, or instead of saving, I could call it save as. So untracked files, git add file. So yeah, it's really helping me. Git add, and the name of the file. What's the name of the file you see here, guys? Just help me out.
Is it Git lesson?
No.
No.
Yeah.
What's the file?
Because you can see even here something highlighted.
Index.
Index.html. Yeah, now let's do git status. Something changed, right? Now it's green. So what it's, if you do not want to commit, you can use this. As you can see, this, if I use git remove cached and the file name index and git status, I was about to commit it, but if I change my mind not to commit it, I can use this code and get it back. So actually commit, in this case, you can make analogy of save as or save. But git add again index and git status, as you can see, it's green. Git commit. Now I am about to commit it. So I call it first commit. Yeah. So we managed to save our commit, our first commit. And then I go to GitHub and let's create a repo. And I call this Git lesson. There might be a Git lesson already. Oh, there is, but I'm not sure if I need that Git lesson, but I can call it a Git lesson winter. Oh, yes. Is it winter? Yes, it's winter for sure. And then enter. Just it create for me. Did I tell you that the second step is git add remote origin? What am I doing actually? So git remote add origin, and I have to, or you can just copy this line, okay guys, and paste it there. But since I wrote most of the part, I take this. Origin could be any name, but it's common to use. I can call it whatever and paste it. What I'm doing is actually I'm connecting this machine, my computer, to this Git repo, the remote Git repo. The remote means this. So this Git repo and the local repo are now connected, but it says that path remote did not match any file. What? Maybe I think I made some typo or something. So what I can do, I just get this copy. Copies is nice, right? Your chance of making mistake is so less. Yeah, now I did properly. Yeah, because the reason, as you can see, I should have written git remote add. Instead, I had something different. Okay, great. Now my local repo and the remote repo are connected. What is next? Tell me, what's next? Actually, Git is already gave you a code here. Git push your origin master. If you write main, it may not work because after this, the Black Lives Matter movement, the master and slave thing has to be stopped. I mean, they said that has to be stopped, and they are changing from master to main, okay? But it's not working for me, so instead of main, you should write master. So git push u origin master, yeah? So I can...
Can I ask you what was, if I haven't done this branch M main, do I need to do that? What it does?
Main, what?
This when there or create a new repository on the command line, do I need to do all these steps if I haven't done what this branch M main mean?
Oh, no, don't do that.
Okay.
No, ignore that.
Okay.
Ignore all that we have been doing the rest.
Okay.
So we will come to that later. But actually, if you also follow, for instance, if you were not following me, if you do this step by step, you may achieve. Okay. So git init and then git commit first and git branch main. If you did that, actually, it may work with main, but let's keep master still. It doesn't really cause that much a problem. So I'm doing the old way. So I didn't change the master to main yet. So they just changed it just this summer, okay? Now git push u origin master. It means actually I am uploading file, or this project will be uploaded. Yeah, let's do it. So great.
Now it says it wants to sign in using GitHub.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Allow, authorize. Because I did this, guys. If it asks you permission, allow, authorize. Those are the notification you may receive.
No, I received an error message.
From where? From
after trying to do the push u origin master.
So what does the error say?
CRC ref spec master does not match any. Failed to push some refs to, and then my repository.
Did you add this line?
Yeah.
Your line from the you create Git, right?
Yeah.
But did you do commit? Did you commit? Did you do this step?
Oh no, might be I missed that.
Yes. You can do again. What you do is only the commit and then push.
Okay, so I can. All right.
I still have my index in red. How can I change to green?
Okay, so git add, and then index.html. So that means you didn't add it yet. Yeah, git add index.html. After that, you commit. Now I can just share with you. oh, sorry, git add index.html, then git commit my first commit.
I'm kind of stuck, and I think that's because I have in that Git lesson folder already one file that's already connected to a repository, and I think that might be the reason why I'm totally stuck here.
So what's the problem?
Want to see my my screen?
Explain to me. That takes a bit longer time.
The first step that we need to do is get init, right?
But was it initialized before?
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
create a new?
It says no, not today, but yesterday that one. It
Oh,
says
okay.
but I renamed it. It's not index. It's index 1 that I did now.
Yeah, but yes, it's good. I understand.
It
So
says reinitialize an existing Git repository, blah blah.
yeah, Carola, could you please listen to me? Yes, you only initialize a project once, okay?
No, I did not.
Wait, you initialize a project once all the time whenever you have a project?
No, I used index yesterday, and now the new stuff that you created that I just copied,
But you are not
I
listening.
coded index
You didn't understand.
index 1.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
But I cannot get that to. That must go to a new repository, right? But it complains because maybe it's in the same folder. It's all in Git lesson.
Could you please listen to me, Carola? Yes. Yeah, it's good to. It's instead of speculation, it's better to listen to the instructor. It's really very important. So yesterday we've been working together, right? So we initialized it.
Yes.
So if you initialize it once a Git repo, it doesn't need to initialize it again. It's all the time. This is, you initialize a Git repo once. After that, if you create a new or a separate project, a separate folder, all the time you initialize.
So it must be a separate folder, not just a separate file in my folder.
I know. I heard that first time when you say.
Problem.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this is the problem, so that's okay.
Yeah, it's not the problem, but still, what you can do, for instance, since you want to work today from the scratch, I would recommend you to do this, okay? You have some problem, right?
Oh, is my problem be solved by creating a branch, what you will be doing later?
I'm about to tell you a solution if you follow me.
Okay.
So to fix your problem, so try to be on remove ref, you write and .git, write this.
Okay, I have in my terminal 2 files. I have index and I have index 1. In which file am I working now? Because in my index, I created a web page, a totally different one that I did yesterday. And now I initiated an index 1 where I wrote the stuff that you did.
Can you share with me?
Yeah.
The screen?
I have to go to Zoom meeting, right? Okay. Did you allow me to?
Oh, okay. Yeah, can you?
Still not?
I think you should. Aren't you, Carola?
Yeah, I can't because I don't have, it says in German, but you don't activate it so that I can activate. You're blocking me. You need to allow me to share my screen in Zoom.
Yeah, I did. Try it.
No, it's not working. It says you have to allow me to.
Okay, let's draw call permission. I did again. How about if you try it again?
Oh, yeah, now. Yeah, okay. So here, that's my problem. I can see it now. I've created this one yesterday. That's in my repository.
Let me see how it looks.
Am I sharing now?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think I should. Yeah, now I think I should see. You should share. Maybe I didn't.
Okay, try it again. Sharing code. I want to share. I want to share this one. So now. Okay.
Yeah.
I created this one yesterday. It's in my repository. And now I created this one where I put in all the stuff that you said. And then I tried to do this.
Yeah, I know. So I understood even before that. So the best way now, since you've been working yesterday and since you are a little bit ahead, and the best way for you, it will be easy if you destroy what we did yesterday, right? So
that would hurt my heart, but okay.
Do you have lots of work?
Yes, see, I just opened it for you.
Okay, so
I even put a link of yours in there.
Okay,
I destroyed. Okay.
No. If that's the case, then so what's the problem then you have? So just click git status. Can you write git status here? Git.
Oh
no, on the terminal. Yeah, so no problem. Just git add space dot and one dot enough and enter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So git commit, or maybe it's better to see first git status. Let's see what's happening. Git status. Yeah, so all the files are added, guys. You have when you have many files like this, you can use git.add, then git.add add dot will help you to add everything, all files and folders. Yeah, so now git commit.
Enter?
No, a space and then m hyphen m. And then I think some files added. There should be space again. There should be space. Yes, and quotation mark. Some files has been added or whatever.
Like this, my first command?
No. It's not your first commit. You've been committing many times, right?
Okay,
some files have been added. Okay, what is this means? Actually, this is actually a means to communicate with other developers or for yourself to help you remind what you did. So some files have been added. Yeah, enter. Then git push. Just git push is enough now. You don't have to even remember all that. Just git push, enter. Because you have been connected already. Yeah, and everything is there again. Yeah, you didn't have any problem. You didn't have any problem.
Yeah, I don't know where I am and what I'm doing, but I'm sure this will come after some time.
Yeah, but you're doing good. That's what I know. So it's okay. Let's move on. And your code now is on GitHub. Yeah, can you allow me to share my screen? Carola? Yes, great. Let's come back. And is there anyone who has the problem? Let's see the chat. Anyone who has a problem? Shall we move on?
Yeah, the GitHub says now this authorization, I should
Allow.
click signing into GitHub status bar. I can't find that.
Yes, allow, or authorize.
But where is this signing into GitHub in the status bar? Where I need to copy paste this.
I think open it with if okay. You don't have to do that. If you just open it on, it says you get a notification open, right? Click on that, or maybe you can share with me, and I will show you what's happening. Who's talking now? Are you Chrissy, right?
Yes, yes, I
share with me. Make
share screen.
yes.
Okay.
Stop mine.
Just a minute. Okay. Now. No.
Okay, so as you can see, yeah, so just to copy this line of code. Yeah, copy it.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go to the VS Code.
Yes.
And maybe at the bottom there was, or can you do Control Shift P? Control Shift P.
I have Mac, so I don't know.
Most probably it's the same. Control Shift P. Yes.
B. What?
P, like P. P.
Yeah.
Yes. And can you paste that here, maybe? Yeah, just enter. Enter.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay, so again, do Control Shift P. Control Shift P.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, remove that. Like, wait, let's see. Can you, what's the step? Copy the token, switch back to VS Code. In the status bar at the bottom, there should be login. Don't you have? Can you scroll down a bit? The bottom.
This is as low as it goes.
Oh, okay. There should be at the bottom with. It says. Yeah. What is that?
Tweet feedback.
Okay, tweet. But most of the time, do you see the master in the other side? In the other side of the taskbar, there's a master. Have you seen?
I don't understand.
You've been at the bottom, the left side. If you go to the blue,
yeah.
It should be next to the master. It should be there. Can you refresh that by clicking that? Refresh it.
Okay.
Can you? Okay, yeah. It should be somewhere around to. What would you like to code? This is okay. Yes, it doesn't matter. It should be here somewhere around. Paste token.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Okay, so again, can you push? Can you just push again, and we will see some difference. No, here on the command, on the terminal.
Terminal. Yeah.
It's not the terminal. That's not a terminal.
This. Yeah.
Yes. Then up arrow. Click the up arrow. The up arrow.
This
No. From the keyboard.
up arrow.
Yeah, click it.
I don't know which.
The up arrow is the arrow which is up. Which
Okay, yeah.
enter. Yes. Yeah, I think you pushed it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just go to your GitHub account and your code could be there already. Yeah, because as you can see, you have already pushed it. Yeah, I can see that it's pushed.
Is my account
Yeah,
here?
that's good. And if you see, what was the name?
Is this this is my remote?
Yeah, click it there. Click on the code. Yeah, it is there already.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, your code is already
So
there.
this wasn't necessary to do it.
Yeah, some kind of, but it allowed you already. You've been already authorized, but you don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you did great. No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, so allow me to share my screen. And then let's move on.
Stop share.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It's okay. So let me share my screen. So do you see, guys, this screen? Yeah. Okay. So who has a problem? No one? So do you see your code on GitHub? But I didn't see my code on GitHub. So let me check if it's already there. So now if I refresh this, my code is here on GitHub. Have you seen? This is what we wrote, right? Now let's add more content. More content. H2 maybe, H2. Let's add more content on this page. It's enough. And I can write git add and the file name index, git commit, second commit, git push, EU origin master. I am doing the same step. After this, I just do the same step all over again. Yeah, great. Let me see if it's modified. As you can see, it's modified and it's here.
Sorry, could you repeat? It was git add, git commit,
then git push.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I think the steps you do, git add, and then file name, and then git commit, followed by message, some message, and then git push u origin master. If you can just do this step. These are the only steps you use over and over again. Shall we do the third? H3. This is the third paragraph. And let's do now git add and then index git commit, third commit, git push u origin master.
So can you explain what you are doing now? I don't understand why we do this.
Okay, so why we do, actually, you modify things, right?
Yeah.
You modify things, for instance, if you want to recover what you have, you can recover. For instance, when we start this, do you remember what we have? What we have is only this line, right? If I want to recover this, like now, the file is already modified. So maybe your boss doesn't like what you have now, and your boss wants you to have what you have in the morning or what you have at some point. So how are you going to get your original version? How can you give? How can you show him? How can you get back in time? That is the menu. So, for instance, when you start in the morning, you were with this line, right? Imagine in the morning or at some point, you were with this line, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I can return to there. How? Actually, git log. So as you can see, we have different commits. Commit, have you seen the first commit?
So commit means changes or
some changes and
yeah.
saved. Some changes and saved as a backup.
Yeah.
So if I want to get, if I want to go back in time and get my original, so I go to this. So how can I get it? Actually, it has a commit tag, or you can call it this ID, git checkout, and I can use this line. And if I go this, and if you see now, have you seen?
Yeah.
I went in time, and I'm now in the place where, in the place we started. This is the importance of committing.
So do you need to always, when you do some changes you want to save, you need to write again this commit thing? So it
yeah, major changes, not like minor changes, but major changes. For instance, you are working on the footer or the header of the website, right?
Yeah.
When you finish the header of the website, header is completed or something. Footer is completed, and menu bar is completed. So not just minor little changes, but somehow bigger, not really big, but somehow main changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you write first commit, second commit, third commit, it's like you're saving the project in where it is, where it was in that time.
That's true. That's
okay.
But the naming is now. I will show you. But the naming should be somehow related to the change. For instance, if you add a header for this website, so now, for instance, first I have to. But I mean, someone was asking me this master. You don't see master now anymore. Have you seen it? You see some code because it shows me that now I am not in the master. Instead, it says head is now at this first commit. So I checked it out from the master and I am like floating somewhere. So I have to get back to the master, git checkout master. Now I have everything here. So just to answer Kirsi's question properly, let's create a header and then I will add this part. So the header is going to be h1 and git and GitHub lesson. And now, as you can see, I have added some header here. So I have to give it a very good name, git add index. And the commit message has to be somehow meaningful. Header has been added. Does it make sense now?
Sorry, could I ask a question?
Wait. So, what do you think, Kirsi? Does it make sense? Does it answer your question?
Yes. Okay. So, do you always do first git add index and then git commit -m and the
Yes.
title?
Yes, that's the command you need all the time.
Okay.
You don't change it. Git add followed by the name of the file, not index, but the name of the file. It could be about or whatever. And then git commit followed by m and followed by the message. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So who asked me a question? Yes.
Yes. Sorry. I accidentally wrote. I forgot to add the message, so I only wrote git commit. I pressed enter,
Yeah.
and now I'm kind of stuck. I don't know, something weird happened.
Are you using terminal?
Yes, on the terminal.
Are you using Mac?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I don't. Are you Carola?
No, Anna.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So you can use Control C. Can you write Control C?
I don't know. Something.
Write Control C.
There's like, when I press Control C, I can see like on the bottom row, there's a type, QA, and press enter to abandon all changes.
Wait. So when you write that, you should see, I will write it here, colon, QA. Do you see at the bottom something like this? No, I didn't write it yet. Do you see some colon QA?
Yes.
Can you write that properly? Colon QA exclamation. And enter.
Oh, okay. I think that fixed it.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go on. Remember, that will happen again, and write this somewhere. The first thing you do, Control plus C, and then followed by this, and then enter. It will happen. Mac users, if you don't put the message, the commit message, that will happen now and then. So now we have been doing, okay, let's do another also commit, maybe footer. We can add footer, this copyright, tuny, something like this. And then we can add git add, and then index.html, and git push, git commit, and so I can say, what's the change I made? A footer has been added. So as you can see now, my commit message makes sense, right? Yeah, it should be related to what we do. Now let's just git push u origin master to push it. Git push means just upload, okay? The word they use is somehow very difficult. Instead of push, why they don't call it upload, and to make it easy. Anyway, you and I understand push by uploading. So everything we did is here. And actually the commits, to see the number of commits, what are the commits we made? Let's click on here. Have you seen the commits? The first commit, the second commit, third commit, header has been added, a footer has been added. If you click this, you see the original content you have. This is what we had at the first time, right? And then on top of that, it was the second commit. The second commit has the second line. And if you see, the green is actually, this is the added content. This was the original, and this is the added content. And let's go to the third, not this one. And if you see, this is the added content, yeah? And if you see header has been added, and if you see header has been added, actually on this one, and this part is the thing we added. But did we add something else here? Did we change something? This has been removed, but let me see what I have now. Head anyway. So yeah, and now let's see the footer, and it has only the footer is the green part, the one which is added. So to see the full version, because you just click this and you see everything. Yeah. So it's a means to have a backup. You are just resaving in case the fire burn everything and you have the backup there. Okay. So don't put anything on your computer. Whenever you work, just push it on GitHub. Someone steal your computer, something happened. You may forget your computer somewhere, but if you push it on GitHub, everything is on GitHub and you are safe. Your work will be on GitHub and you don't have to redo the thing you did already. Does it make sense? Now, do you understand the purpose of GitHub? Just type 1 if you got it, why you use it. There. Let's see who got the main purpose of GitHub. Imagine, you never know, a fire may happen. You never know, you may lost your computer on a plane or a bus or somewhere, on a holiday somewhere. But if you push everything you have on GitHub, you are safe all the time. That's one of the main purpose. What's the second purpose? To collaborate. For instance, Matomi from Japan can work with you here in Finland and you can collaborate on the same project. So for collaboration, for storage, for control, for version controlling. Version controlling means you can have different version of your project. Yes. Does it make sense? Do you think it's very important tool? Is it only for developers? It's the question I want to ask now. Do you think it's only for developers?
Everyone wants to do some code.
Yeah, but if you are dealing with the code, you already are a developer almost.
Okay, for developers.
Yes, but if you are dealing with some kind of, you don't have to be like a really like, but if you are dealing somehow with code, you are almost a developer. After this course, you are a kind of a developer, guys, after this course also. Okay, it could be for non-developers, for author. If you are an author, if you're a writer, for instance, literature, someone who writes Japanese or Chinese or English. If you're an author, you can use it. Maybe it might be difficult for them to deal with this, but if they get a proper Git lesson, I believe this is a very, very good tool for writers. Yeah, so they can have different version of their literature or their poem or whatever they write. They can handle different versions in an elegant way. Yeah, so it can be used out of the IT domain also. Yeah.
I would have a question. If in the hub we can only see our coding, is there an option to push some button and to actually see like the web page or?
That's smart. I got it. We will come to that soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Yes, she's interested. She's about to deploy and want to share her work to the world. Yeah, is that what you want?
Just to know how it works.
Yes, that's what you want. Yes, and we will have a URL by the end, and everybody will manage to have his work on the internet, and it will be shareable to anyone you want, for a friend or a family. Yes, we will come to that very, very soon. Okay, now let's keep writing more codes. How about our website is so poor, let's have an additional code about .html. Yeah, please follow me and do everything what I do. When I get faster, you may tell me to slow down. So the same lazy way, H, can we have a break? Oh yes, that's a very good, I will generate this and we will have a break for 5 minutes. This is a short break, okay? Guys, don't write me privately and just write it on public. There's no very secret secret here. Okay, yeah. So and maybe if you open the private channel, I most probably paste something on the private channel and it will be hidden for a single person. So just write it on the public channel. Okay, so HTML, and then the second one, have you seen? You can use the arrow button key up and bottom, and so the middle one, yes. So what you change this, about me or about us? About me, yes, me. Then H1, so about me, and we're going to have a break. So guys, how about if we have a 5-minute break or even shorter, and we will be back 20 past 8. Is that, yeah, shall we?
Yes.
Great. Yep. See you soon, guys. Yes, so we're about to, could you please just turn off your mic, guys? Okay. Let me figure out. Okay, thank you. So about page. So do you remember P? Let's use P and lorem ipsum, and we have, so this text is all about me. Let's imagine, and we have this. Yeah. And sometimes maybe I'm also interested to create another file, you know, contact.html. So again, the lazy way, HTML, and this one, and I call this also contact, the title, and here H1, contact me please. No, just contact. It sounds so desperate, right? Okay, so now I have how many files? Many files. So even I may have another folder, yeah? If I have a folder, maybe assets. And if I have assets, and inside the assets, maybe I can add image. For instance, my image was somewhere around. I can put that image actually. I can put it there. And where is this image? And I can put it here. I'm moving it. So inside the assets, even I can create another folder, image, and inside image, I may click this and then put it there. Yeah. So if you have an image, it could be a cat or a dog or a flower, just create assets, inside assets, image, inside image, you can put this. I'm just, you know, and then the reason why I'm doing this, actually, if I have to git add, so what I'm going to do is, now I did lots of changes, right? Yeah, many changes. How am I going to add? So whenever you have lots of changes, what you should do is git add index.html, change it, about.html, contact, something like that. But actually this is so tedious. You can use just git add dot. This is so easy. That means add everything, add all. Yes, now let's see git status. As you can see, everything is green. That means it's added. Now let's see git commit some files. I think it's better to use double quote. Some files has been added. Yes, now again git push u origin master. So let's go to this where is it? This file, and check if I have my folders and everything, my folders. And if I check my image, I think this is the image that looks like me when I am hungry. Yes, and yes. This is all the files you have on local machine.
Could you please scroll up a bit so you can see what you wrote?
Okay, actually just what I have created, this one.
Or no, in the terminal, the commands. I don't know them yet.
The same thing. After this, we do the same thing. The same thing means I can go back and paste for you. This is what you need is first I did git add and dot, and then git commit and some message. I mean, some files have been added, and git push u origin master. The 3 comments. Yeah. Okay. So if you remember now, so what we did is actually we managed to push everything here. Can we modify things from here? Can we just copy something and modify? For instance, let me go here. And have you seen this button? I think before I do this, are you on the same page, guys? I have to give you some time. And today I will penalize you by 15 minutes, so we will finish the lesson by 9. Is that okay? Because we spent quite a lot debugging your code.
Yes.
It's okay.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's just, in these 7 weeks, just to help you learn or to cover what you're supposed to cover. It's not just, yeah. Are you on the same page before I move on to the next? Can
I ask you why I don't see the other changes in the GitHub? The first commit, it's not there.
It is, yeah, you have to click here. Do you see your name here?
Yeah.
Click it there.
Ah, okay.
And then you see them here.
Yeah.
Yes. Even I don't see. If you see, I see only the last.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I can see also here a footer has been added. Why? Because when I was adding this, I didn't touch this one. So the commit message, this one should be the same, the one we had. So, but this has been added, and I used the some files has been added commit message for all this. Okay, so are you on the same page, guys? So shall we modify this from GitHub? First question, can I modify this from here? Is it allowed? Is that okay?
No.
Why not okay? Why yes?
You can't destroy some other's work.
No, this is a possibility. You as a author, or as in you can only if this account is yours. Yeah, it's possible. For instance, you don't have your computer on your mobile. You can even edit this on your mobile phone. So you saw something really bad, so you don't really give it some time. You want to fix it. You are in rush and you want to fix it. So you don't have to go home and fix it from your computer. Instead, on any device, it could be from your mobile phone or anything. You click here and modify. Yeah, so let me do something. H3 Let me modify this from the GitHub. And is it really possible? Why not? Of course it's possible. Okay, so and I'm just closing it, and then I go down. As you can see, it has commit, some changes, some quick changes, some quick fix or change, some fixes, and then commit. As you can see, it's here added. Okay, now I modified it from here. Do you think what I have here and what I have here the same?
No, you have to push it.
What do I push?
You need to go to Git and ask for the new version.
Yeah, so you're right, but instead of push, it actually is pulling it.
It's pull, sorry.
Yeah. Hello? Someone said something. So instead, pulling it. So Git, let's see what we have now. This we don't have that file and that line, right? But let's try Git pull. Have you seen? Who saw when I am pulling it? Who saw the change? Who managed to? Did you see the change?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So now I pulled it. So that means what I have on the local machine and what I have on the remote server on GitHub, this Git repo are the same. So you can, but remember, if I did push before pulling, that we call it conflict. So you have to resolve the conflict, and that's another issue and process. Try to avoid conflict as much as possible, because sometimes conflict is so messy, and if you have yes, so avoid it as much as possible. So if you are working with someone with somewhere, I mean, who lives in Japan or the US, so first, when you work with the same project, what you should do, git pull. And then if there is new, you get all the new. If there is no, already up to date, that means nothing to pull. What I have here and what is on the remote is actually the same. Great. So now let's make our website a bit beautiful. So because we're about to deploy it. So as you can see, this is what I have. So boring, right? Yes, and let's make it a bit attractive, and also then deploy it on GitHub, and you will be able to share with people, right? So I think instead of this Git and GitHub lesson, so instead now, instead of just this, let's write something. What did you learn? It's also a means to recap, right? Git and GitHub. So I can just say, what is GitHub? Why is that? GitHub. What is Git? So I can just write this. GitHub is a version control software. Yeah. Then again, P is some basic Git commands. And I want to use an ordered list. You are common with that, right? List. For instance, first you have to do git init. Yeah, that means initializing. And what you do then, list, and then git add, and then the name of the file. Name of the file name. File name. It could be one or many file names. And then another you learn. What did you learn another? Git commit, followed by a message flag and the message of. Yes, and then another you learn. We have to connect our Git, local Git to remote. So Git remote add origin and git remote, then URL of the remote GitHub. And then what is the other? I want someone to tell me instead of me talking all the time. I want others to talk. Why? Me. Talking all the time. Tell me, guys, what's the next code?
Push.
Git push u origin master. So push means it's not just like it's a jargon word and it scares people, right? But we agreed that push means
it's like add.
No, git push means
it up like
upload.
Yes,
yeah,
just upload. Yes, it's just another fancy word to scare people. They call it push, but it's actually is to mean upload something. These are the basic commands you, and then actually if you made something from the GitHub itself, you can update the local by doing what?
Pull.
Yes, we can pull and make the similar. So sometimes if you have a different branch, you may go to git pull branch name and git pull branch name. Because
can you explain what that branch means?
Branch means, for instance, now I'm coming to that. I will should be, so since now we are in the master, you see only one branch. Now let's create a different branch, by the way. How do we create a branch? Git branch and followed by, but first let's see if there is no any change. Git status. Okay, there is some change. First, let me finish this one and I will save that. List and then git branch followed by branch name. Okay, what is branch name? Someone asked me. Have you seen, guys, Facebook changed its UI and LinkedIn also changed its UI, right? Its user interface, right? Now the look of LinkedIn is a bit different, like since last month. Facebook also changed it. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yes. So maybe, for instance, if the customers or the clients do not like the change, the new change, do you think it takes long time for Facebook to go back into the previous? No, because they have different branch, so a different version. So let's create a different branch of the software. It could be now git branch, and we can create first version, second version, whatever, version 1, for instance. Yes, I created a branch. So what I have already is copied to version 1, by the way. So let's see. Git branch will show me the list of the branches I have. How many branches do I have now?
1.
2 branches.
Well, yeah, 2. Yeah, the master
and
the version 1.
The version 1. Where am I at now, right now? At master, because it's highlighted at the same time. The star shows you that where I am at the master. Instead, this show me that I am at the master. Okay, so now how do I go to the version 1? Okay, git checkout and version 1. As you can see now, have you seen this change to version 1? Yes. And if you write also git branch, actually this is highlighted instead of the master. So now I want to push this. Git push u origin. Am I going to say master?
No.
Then
version 1.
Version 1. If I do master, what will happen? I will update the master instead of creating a new version. Let's do this. What? Oh yeah, have you seen? I made a mistake. What's the mistake? When something happens like this, don't be scared. Read it, guys. That's the only solution. So origin does not appear to be a Git repository. Have you seen? It doesn't say origin because I made a typo here. Yes, git push u origin master. When you learn from YouTube, you don't see such kind of minor and you don't see just everything is just really smooth. It looks very smooth and sharp. And no, we made mistakes, lots of mistakes. And when we made mistakes, we try to debug it. Or if we don't manage to debug it, we search a solution on the internet, and that's how we solve it. And now it's going well, and I am pushing it. After a couple of seconds, it will be on GitHub, and let's check it. And it should be here. And then I will ask you, let me just make it bigger and see something. How many branches do you see now, guys?
2 branches.
Yes, 2 branches.
But sorry, you're going a bit fast. Could you show again how do we add the branch?
Yes, I will open and I will also write the code. So I think I wrote actually first git branch, and then version 1, and then what I wrote, git checkout, version 1, and then git push u origin instead version 1. Yes, this is what I made.
Sorry, I can't really see. Where did you write this?
Okay, guys, stop really writing private message, and it's better to make it public. Sorry, you're opening, guys. Yes, thank you. Now you should see it.
Oh, thank you.
How did you open when you want to see this on the browser?
Just git branch.
But how do you, when you want to see how it looks in the internet browser?
Okay, on the GitHub. Yes, I'm coming to that first. I have to be on this page. Others will have a chance to see. Guys, I also wrote it on the chat channel. You will see there. So have you seen the 2 branches here?
Yes.
That's great. So by default, what do you see? The master. And then when you click like this, the version 1. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, version 1, let's see, is there anything modified here? But have you seen? I don't have what I wrote here. Why? I don't have this list. Why I didn't see? Have you seen it?
You didn't add it.
You didn't add it?
No, you created a new version. You created a new branch, but you didn't add before you created a new branch.
Yes, that's a very good answer. We didn't do the add step in the committing step. So the new modification is still floated, you know, it's not yet there. It's not added yet. So now I can add git add. I can go just this step. You can add the index, or you can use this. From now on, just go for this one. This is easy. Just git add and dot. Git commit and some Git note has been added. Yeah, we added Git note, right? It's some notes about GitHub, right? Yes, and now git push u origin. Tell me, master, what am I doing?
No, version 1.
Yes, version 1. Remember, if you don't do that, if you just master, you will mix different branches. So avoid doing that. So now I will go and refresh. Yes, it is here. But if you go to the master is lagging behind. It doesn't have what version 1 has. Have you noticed? So you can create different versions. Have you noticed this? This is the master index. And if you go to the version 1 index, you see this, and it has more.
How did you open that? You can see the code. How did
this master? Okay, now I'm in the master, right? Let's see. I am on the master, and then I'm clicking this. So to switch Gitune, just click the version 1, and then this. And then again, to switch to the master, it will be switched to that.
And what happens if we push that compare and pull request button?
Well, okay, this one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yes, that's
the green one. Yeah.
Yes. Now, if you click here, which says had recent push 1 minute ago, so compare, it says. Actually, now, as you can see, we are comparing version 1 and the master. So I can, the branch can be automatically merged. That means, have you seen this sign? This is going to be merged to the master. I can do two things. I can merge it from here, or I can merge it with this. Okay, so just by clicking this, create pull request, I do, and then it will be merged. So merge it, that means I'm making it similar. So it's merged. Now, if I go to the master will be the same as the branch. Have you seen? It's just a way of merging. And but as you can see, we did it from remote, from GitHub. So, but my master is not the same as what I had there. So what do? I
have to pull it.
Pull it, yeah. So git checkout to the master, and then git pull. Yes, the change has been pulled, so I don't have to commit anything. So git status, nothing to commit. Great. Okay, now I think you guys, so what did we see? Merging from remote, but we can merge it also from here. Now let's move again to the version 1. How do I go to the version 1? Git check out version 1. And now let's modify this one again. What did we learn? Another thing. Let's add. We learn also git merge from the, we will learn soon, but we learn also that from remote. Actually, it's also good to know that git branch allows you to see different branches. Even we will learn how to destroy or delete Git branches. Okay, now it's already new, right? I mean, so git status, git add, git commit, some git command has been added, right? I have added already. So git push u origin and master, am I right?
No.
No, because I'm in the version 1, so it should be version 1, yeah? Yes. Carol asked me, like, now again, it might be some message here. Let me refresh it. In the branch. Oh, it should be there. Okay, maybe here. I don't see that. So now let me check first this. This is what we have. This is the older one. And let's open the version 1. This has this much. So this is, but why don't I don't see the pull request now. Pull request. Most of the time it comes by itself when there's some change, but I don't see it now. If you don't see it, you can do by yourself pull request, new pull request, and then you can compare this. Choose different branches or fork above to this. But now I want you to do it from here, actually. How do we merge it? First, I have to check out git checkout to master. Now, as you can see, this master is a bit behind. I didn't have the lines I wrote. So this I git merge. What do I merge? Tell me. The version 1. And see now the change. Yes. Git merge has been added now. So you see also the after this, you should push it. Git push u origin to where? To where?
To master.
To master, because you want to have a different branches in case something happen. Maybe your boss maybe do not like the new version, or you want to, or your clients do not, so you want to have a different version. Yes, that's why we call it version control. Great. And Carola was interested to generate some URL from this. And how can we generate? Go to settings. Do you see these settings? Even though our website is so ugly, we can still make website out of this. Okay, can you see the settings? Go to the settings, and it may ask you maybe a password. If it asks you a password, just put the password. You should remember that, and then go all the way down, 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 and here. GitHub page. Now even GitHub is getting so smarter, you can even use a custom domain. So instead of none, you go for master. And then what you do is actually save. We didn't do much, right? What I did actually is I changed this to a master and click the save button, and then it generates this line. So I open this line, and now it shows like 404, but after some point it will give me some website. So I have to wait for it. In the meantime, let's practice something else. Okay, great. So now we are in the home page. Let's connect the home page and the about page. We learned that this UL, do you know UL? So, and we can also write list, and this is the home page, and this is the about page, and this is going to be contacts page, right? So if you go here now, I have home, contact something, but you know, it looks like it doesn't have a link. So I have to have a link. You know how to create a link, right? So to create a link, last time you learned you need a and then href. So I have to put this one here, inside here. So where do I like home? The home should be the index itself. So ./index page .html itself. And then this one, the about page. So I have to create a dot about. And if it's a contact, should just create a contact, a and tab dot contact, and then here contact. Great. I'll have to give you some time.
Sorry, what is it you did? A and tab.
Yes.
What?
A tab, enough. Anything you want to generate, for instance, H2, tab, enough. If you want to create A, and then tab.
Okay, sorry. So I, the letter A.
Yes, tab, then tab.
What is tab? Is the same as enter, right?
What? Center? The tab.
Enter.
In English keyboard, the tab. So I will show you on the internet how a tab looks like.
Thank you.
Keyboard. A tab is this one is the tab.
The 2 arrow go.
No, this one, the tab is on the this. Have you seen it?
Yeah, on my keyboard is like 2 arrow going opposite side.
Yeah, I think this. Yeah, that's true actually. Yes, the 2 arrow. The one is to the left, one is to the right. Yeah, because we can use that the tab arrow sometimes to the left and sometimes to yeah, that's true. For instance, if you use tab, this is tab. That means for space.
Yeah. Okay,
Shift,
thank you.
Shift tab, it get it back. Shift tab. Yeah, tab, for space at once. Okay, so to generate a tab, it creates that for you. That's a shortcut, lazy way. Of course, you can write it something like this. Why not? A and then href and this, and then whatever you want here, some text. And now you are generating a link. I am waiting for you until you write this, but you don't have to. I just copy and share with you here, and you will be on the same page. And at the same time, I'm making you so lazy. Yes. Okay, great. So let's see the output now. I think we are running out of time, but we should really fix this. As you can see now, I have this about page. Yeah, about me, it's connected. And contact, the contact doesn't have anything. So let's add something on the contact page. Okay, contact, I can just be, lorem, epsom, lorem, and then tab. I have something on there. But as you can see, there is no, so as you can see here, we have a footer, right? The footer should goes the same, so I can add at the about page. The header should be also the same in every page, right? So a website, in most website, the header is the same. And in the contact also, I just paste this. Yeah, and again, I have to go to the footer. The footer should be also the same kind of website. Now, if we go here, this is the home page. It looks, it has a footer and it has some kind of header and the navigation. It's the home. The home doesn't go anywhere. About, this is the about page again, and this is the contact. So let's deploy this again to GitHub. So I am at the master. As you can see now, you know what master means, what branches, you know what push and pull is. You are a Git ninja. So Git add, instead of adding a file name, what's better to do now? Just tell me, because we're running out of time and we have to do it faster. What? Dot, because why?
To add everything.
Yeah, because we made quite a lot of changes and we even don't know. So the best way to do is just git add dot, allow us to add everything modified. So everything is add git commit last, I think, structured, I call it structured. We have been structuring it, right? Git commit and structured, and git push u origin master. Yes. So now let's check our website, how it looks like. Where was it? It says it's found, so we have to refresh it. Oh, really? Okay, let's get back and see again. Maybe it works. Please work for me. Oh, it worked for me. I'm so lucky, right? So I can share with you. You can do the same. I think this will be the end of the lesson for today. Why not? Yeah, I think we have covered almost what we need. What's left actually is cloning. Maybe if you allow me to continue, we can finish Git and GitHub today, and that might take additional 15 minutes. So what do you think about that? Just write to me on the comment. And what do you think? Can we continue for 15 minutes and just get done with this, the so-called Git and GitHub? Or are you just done? Yes, so I think you guys are so awesome and you are at high energy level and you would love to continue. And what we can do is actually continue. So the second step, I want you to go to this file, and what you do is actually clone it. So open this and clone it. How do you clone? I will show you. So to clone, I have to go to my desktop. If I clone it over here, I have the same file, because as you can see, let me take you, I'm just going nuts. So yeah, the name of, yeah, actually it's different. Yeah, I can clone it. The name is actually Git lesson winter. So when you click here, click and then copy. Yeah, when you click here, that means you are copying it. So git bash and then git, not git, cd desktop, go to the desktop and then git clone and paste. Paste means the one I copied it there, this line. And then I managed to clone this. What does that mean, clone? Actually copy my project. So I want you to, instead of working on your project, I want you to work on the cloned one, this, and you open it. You can open it like this, add, and then where is it? Git, the name was, well, it has some winter thing, right? Yeah, this one. And then modify it, modify something, and push to my repository. Just push it, then I will receive a Git request, a pull request. Yeah, it might sound a bit complicated, I know. First, what you should do, again, I will repeat what I did. you go here, copy, and then you go to desktop, or if first I can close this one, git bash, and then cd desktop, yes, and then git clone, and this. I am not going to do it twice because I did it already. This means actually copying it on the desktop. Then you will have it. I had it already, so it is here. Where was it? I think we do have lots of files over here, so I have to just delete, and then I will not be confused. This one, and it has been also already opened here, as you can see. Now, your task will be, for instance, you can add your name here. You can write, I am someone, and I'm doing a pull request. If I were you, you can write I am Carola, doing a pull request test. And then after that, you commit, git add commit, git add dot, and then git commit with the message, with some message, and then git push and check what will happen.
How did you open it on VS Code? I'm sorry, but I can't find open.
Okay, so yeah, you may not see. Let me, but you managed to clone it, right? You cloned it?
Yes.
Yeah, I removed it. Click on this black nice surface. Do you see this black area?
Yeah.
All this, even you can click it here, add folder to workplace. And then you want to open, for instance, in my case, I think it's going to be this one. And then it will come here.
No, there's
what?
No, there's no option for me to.
When you right click here on this black surface. Okay, if that doesn't work, let's do it another way. Then you go file and then add folder to workplace. File,
okay.
File, add folder to workplace.
Okay, thank you. Now I can.
Okay, right.
Sorry, can you repeat the command to clone your file?
This is, so you go to this on the desktop, git clone. Actually, when git clone, and you should go to my repository here, and you should check, not yours, mine, because you are about to contribute on this repository, and then you add this line. I have to share with you guys because copy and so easy. This is the line you write, guys. No need to change. Git copy the one I shared on the chat channel and make use of it, and you will have the, yeah. But sometimes it's good to figure out by yourself. The more you copy, the less you get, and also sometimes when you try to figure out by yourself, it will be hard to do it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. This is just wrong. Something wrong. What is this? Anyway, but it's cloned already. So, but if you don't manage to finish it today, I think that's, you know how to clone. And sorry, but can I do this part later? Of course, yes. This is just additional thing and fancy things. Now you are not more than just a simple Java and HTML developer. I'm trying to help you to be someone who can collaborate, work on GitHub, and a lot of things, of course. Lots of things at once might be very difficult to learn. And I would recommend you to repeat this video. It might be longer, but it's worth it to repeat this video. And when we make mistakes, also tolerate that mistake and try to check how we figure out when we make mistakes. That's how you learn. Yeah, and there's no any shortcut to be a developer. Usually take it slowly and in your own pace. It's not a sprint, rather it's a marathon, step by step. Yeah, but you are really doing good, guys. So in another time, we see other features of GitHub. GitHub is not as small as this, but it could be even much larger. If you could manage, try to push something and add to this, okay, at home. I think for today, it's enough. Again, I would say thank you so much for the patience and for your motivation for tag along from the beginning to the end. I can see that 13 people for 4 hours. That is really awesome. Yeah, I have to stop the recording. And if you have anything to say, you can add after that.